everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kira Jai here. So today I'm going to be making dinner for my boyfriend and his brother. It's a chicken meal. I'm vegan, so I won't be eating it, but I do want to make them what they want. They like chicken. So it's going to be my first time making this meal, but I've watched a lot of tutorials and also did some research. So hopefully it comes out good. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, so to start off we have some green beans. They're the frozen kind because my store didn't have the raw green beans. So here we go. We have some grape tomatoes. We have some shredded Parmesan cheese. 2 packs of chicken. Also my balsamic vinegar. My garlic, my minced garlic. Some salt, some black pepper, some basil, and some parsley flakes. I may season the chicken with some all-purpose seasoning as well, but also we have some, let's see here, olive oil. Okay, so those are all the ingredients. Okay, so these green beans are frozen, and my boyfriend accidentally put them in the freezer, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and put them in some hot water. So I already cut this one open, and I'm going to go ahead and get the hot water ready. So right now I'm just getting the water hot, and I'm going to go ahead and pour the green beans in this bowl. So I did forget to mention you're going to need a sheet pan, and you're going to also want to pick up some wax paper. Okay. Honestly, I think 1 pack of green beans is fine. This is a lot of green beans, so 1 pack may be fine. This is enough. I only use 1 pack and a few extra long pieces from the other ones. Okay, you guys? So now I'm gonna put the rest of these green beans in the freezer. Alright, you guys, so it's in the hot water and it's already melting, to be honest. Like, the green beans are already, honestly, it's already melted. So, yeah. We just put them in hot water for a little bit, and that's one reason why I like this kind, because it's steam. And it says steam bag, so it's really, really, really quick. So I just put it in water and it's already defrosted. Get out of the kitchen. Sorry, my dogs. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and drain the water, and we can go ahead and add the chicken and and go ahead and cut up the grape tomatoes. So there's the green beans. I'm going to put them to the side. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut up the tomatoes. So we're going to cut up the tomatoes, and we're going to add it into the dish. Okay? Oh, Naya, you can't even see. Okay, but that's my cousin. She's watching. Anyway, so I'm going to actually open these, rinse them off, and go ahead and get me a cutting board and cut these in half. Now, if anyone's wondering where I got this recipe from, so the tomatoes are rinsed off, but if anybody's wondering where I got this recipe from, it was from TikTok. I did get this recipe from TikTok, and I also found it on Google. Okay, so I have my cutting board. Alright, so I have my cutting board, and I also have my tomatoes. And we don't really need that much, but just enough, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. I hope you guys can see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut each tomato in half, and then I'm adding it to the, I'm going to be adding these to the bowl. Okay? So it's really simple. And this meal is really quick. And so if you have kids and you're tired, you don't feel like cooking, and I'm going to tell you guys, I don't like cooking. I cook once in a blue moon. I wouldn't say blue moon. I cook like once a month. I don't like cooking. But if I do cook, I want it to be quick and easy. So these meals here are very quick and very easy. And healthy. Okay? Like I said, I don't eat meat, so I'm going to be missing out on this dish. But I might make me some vegetables or something, or salad. Because I'm going to pair this with some salad. And on TikTok, they didn't pair it with salad, but my cousin suggested the salad, so I think that's a good idea. So I'm going to pair it with salad. I want rice. You said salad or rice. This girl interrupted my video. Anyway, so here we go. I may pair it with rice. No, I ain't cooking no rice. Okay. So we don't need that many tomatoes because my boyfriend and his brother don't like tomatoes, and I don't like tomatoes either. But we're going to add it to the dish. Okay. So I'm just cutting up these tomatoes. Like I said, I'm not gonna use all of them. Okay. I think that's about enough. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. That's a big ass tomato. Okay. Okay. All right. You can. All right. So the tomatoes are all cut up, and that's. I think that's all I'm gonna use. Maybe one more. Like I said, I don't want to use too many tomatoes. Okay, so that's enough tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and add them to my bowl of green beans. So here's the green beans. Let's go ahead and add them to the bowl. And yes, I washed my hands, guys. I did wash my hands with soap and water before I started cooking. I don't have any gloves, but I do have, okay, let me stop lying. I do have gloves, but we use it for the dog, so I don't know. It's just I don't feel like they're clean. Okay. So now, I don't know about you guys, but this is the chicken I'm using. And also, you don't have to cut the chicken. They're already cut in tenders. So it's the chicken breast tenderloins already cut. But what you do need to do is rinse your chicken off and clean it. I know a lot of people be starting cooking. Excuse me. They just plop the food up in the pan. And that's not what we're doing here, guys. We're going to have to clean this chicken. You don't know where this chicken been. Okay? You don't know what happened to the chicken before it entered this package. So anyway, I mean, of course it got killed, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to be cleaning this chicken and cutting off all this skin stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean the chicken and I'll be right back. Okay, that pack has been cleaned. Let's do the other pack. And yes, I'm doing 2 packs of chicken. My boyfriend and his brother like to eat a lot. And like when I say a lot, I'm saying each of them eat like enough for 3 people. It's ridiculous. Which is another reason why I don't cook. Because I'm not about to be feeding a whole dang family and it's only 2 people. Like, what? Anyway. So, let's go ahead and rinse this off. Chicken is clean. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking my knife and cutting off all this these big white pieces that's on the chicken. Because we don't need it. I don't like it. You can leave it on there. It won't hurt you, but I just don't like that. And I usually have a better knife, but I don't feel like it. I'm just kind of lazy today. Not even lazy. I'm just not feeling the best, okay? Alright, so here we go. Chicken, cut that off. I'm adding it to the bowl. Okay? Cutting this piece off here and adding it to the bowl. Please keep your hands clean when you're cooking because this is going into people's bodies. Okay, there you go. Chicken. Okay. Hush! Go to your room. Go to your room since you can't listen. I'm telling you, that dog, my dog, she barks at every little thing and it's so annoying. It's like really annoying. Any little sound she hears, even when she sees it's you, she still barks. And I have 2 dogs, but one of them is just so chill and quiet and obedient, and the other one is just wild and crazy and barks nonstop and is not potty trained. And I know I'm talking junk about her, but I love her. Okay, so now I'm cutting this piece off the chicken as well. This skin, you don't need it. Like I say, you don't have to do this step. You already cleaned the chicken. You can add it to the bowl. I just don't like this on my chicken. So, you might see it as a waste. So, you know, but I'm cutting it off. Alright, so we're going to do this to every single piece of chicken. And then we're going to add it to, see, it's really on every single chicken. And then we're going to add it. I don't even know what this is, this little thing, but I don't like it. So I'm personally gonna cut it out. Okay? There we go. And if your chicken falls apart while you're doing it, it's okay. You can have more than 1 piece. Okay? So we have 2 pieces now. Okay? And honestly, I might make them a little bit smaller. Okay? So right now I'm going by memory. So I am gonna look at the recipe again. But, yeah. So if they're too big, I might cut them in half. Okay. So now we have our chicken. So I'm gonna add it to the bowl. Okay. So here's my bowl, and you're guys gonna see in just a second. I'm gonna move this out the way. So the ingredients that we're gonna be using is a lot of garlic, some balsamic vinegar, which I already showed you guys this already. A dash of balsamic vinaigrette. Some olive oil. And salt, pepper, basil, and parsley flakes. Okay? That's all they use, but like I said, I slick want to add a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. So I may add that and a little bit of garlic salt as well. So I'm using a little bit of garlic powder as well. They didn't use this, but I am. So let's add some salt. A good amount of salt. We don't want it salty, guys. That's enough salt. And then let's add some basil. Now this is my first time using this thing, so alright, so we're gonna add some basil. I'm actually gonna open this side because they use a good amount of basil. So I'm gonna add some basil, like so. Alright, I hope you guys can see. I added some basil and I added some salt. Now I'm gonna add some parsley flakes because that's what they use as well. I hope this is good and not too salty. Anyway, so I'm gonna add some parsley, like so. Oh shoot, that parsley went in my eye. And then I'm gonna add some black pepper. They used a good amount of black pepper as well. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix that up. Go ahead and mix that all together, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mix it all together. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna also add some balsamic vinegar. So we're gonna also add some balsamic vinegar to it because that's what they use. And she used like a little bit. She used a cup of balsamic vinegar. Like this much. This is how much she used. Pour it in there. Might add just a little bit more. Pour it in there. And she also used olive oil. Now, she shook it up. But I don't have a top to this pan, so I can't really shake it up. So anyway, we're just going to mix it all together. Going to mix all this together and coat it all in this nice goodness sauce. Okay? So you want to do it until your meat looks really, really seasoned. Okay? And I'm going to do... Oh, also she used garlic. A lot of garlic. So we're going to go ahead and add that as well. Uh-oh. I wish I got paper towels because my hand is getting cold. Knife almost fell on my foot. Okay, so now we're going to be adding, what did I say? Oh, garlic. We're going to be adding garlic, guys. Ooh. So I got the garlic. I'm going to get a big spoon and put some in there. And I'm telling you, she said it's going to make your house smell delicious. So I sure hope so. So I'll add a good amount of garlic. We're going to go ahead and stir that up as well. Ooh, it's cold. I'm telling you. I don't know why it's so cold. It's burning my fingers. It's so cold. Alright. Then she added some Parmesan cheese, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Parmesan cheese. Okay. I don't eat dairy, so I can't have cheese. So So this meal should only take you about 20 minutes to prepare, or 25 minutes to prepare. And if I wasn't making a video, it probably would be a lot, quicker. But and if I had everything opened already, but I wanted to do everything on camera. If I can get this dang cheese open. Okay, come on, cheese. The cheese like, you ain't about to get none of me. Not today. Alright, so I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. This is how much I'm grabbing. I'm going to sprinkle that into my dish. My bowl. And I'm going to mix it up. It's looking good, Naya. And I'm mixing it up good, guys. I might even add a little bit more garlic. Maybe not. I don't know. And a little bit more salt. Now, I added a good amount of salt, though. I don't want it to be too salty. But I'm going to add just a little bit more. A little bit more. And stir it up. Because you just use a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of basil and everything. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is I'm going to get my sheet pan, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to put everything on the sheet pan. I don't know, it was like some paper type thing, but I guess that it was wax paper. I don't know. So I'm kind of debating if I want to use tinfoil or wax paper, because like I said, I don't really know what she used. I'm going to bake it on 350, maybe 360. I'm going to bake it on 360. And this is the pan that's what I'm using. It's a sheet pan. You'll see once I put it all on there. Alright, so let me rinse off the sheet pan. Make sure it's clean. Now that might be my thing. Like, sheet pan dinners are so easy. So that might just be my new thing that I start cooking. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my wax paper to put on here. So I got my wax paper, but it's giving me a hard time. Okay, there. Okay. Alright, so I got it now. I'm going to go ahead and cut it to the pan sides. But first I need to dry the pan. I'll show you what I'm doing over here. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff, put the tops on it so I don't spill it anymore. Then okay. Just making some room here. Oh my gosh. Alright, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to position the camera more. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken onto here. So, yeah. So I'm just going to take a big chunk like I'm doing here. I hope you guys can see. And I'm just going to put it on the tray. Okay, I'm just going to lay it nicely on the tray. That's all you're doing. Just put it on the tray, you guys. Put it on the tray. And you may even be able to use tinfoil. I just didn't, but tinfoil might be good to use. Oh gosh, my phone died. So I'm just adding all my vegetables. And I'm going to pour this mixture on top. Okay. So that's how it's looking. Also, you're going to sprinkle some more cheese on top. So you don't have to do this step, but I'm going to add a little bit more cheese on top. Okay. Yeah. And I may even add a little bit of garlic powder. I already added garlic, but just to, give it a little bit more flavor. We're just gonna add the seasonings again. Like I said, lightly. We're adding the seasonings again. I might not add the salt until I can taste it. So, yeah. Yeah, I might not add the salt. Maybe just a hint. I'm going to add like a tad bit more of the salt. Not too much. Okay, so you're gonna make sure you sprinkle the cheese evenly, you guys. Sprinkle the cheese evenly on there. So that is how it's looking. Once the oven gets to a good heat, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. Okay, so you guys, it's now in the oven, and I'll be back when it's done. I want to show you what the Tuscan chicken looks like when it's done. So this is how it looks, and I'm gonna pair it with some rice. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in our next video.